I'm clicking ask to unmute, so he should be able to unmute himself. Any luck, Bob?
Okay,
There.
am I good?
Now you're good.
Okay, yeah, well, it wasn't letting me do it, but now it did.
Yeah, there's a ask to unmute, and I kept clicking on itself until you came online. All right, let's see here. Board attendees, Jimmy got that recorded. Item 2, board absentees are none. Quorum of voting members present. Noted. Okay, we've also got Cortez Moore, Tim Lowry, and I believe Ashley Wall. Yeah, I just got a message from Cortez. He can't hear us, he said, but everybody else can. So Cortez, well, he can't hear me, so I can't really tell him. Let me see if I can message him real quick.
You want me to message you?
Let me try the chat here. Okay, I just sent him, told him it's on his end, so he's got to figure out his side of it. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Let's see. All right, item 1, approve the meeting minutes from the previous month's board meeting. I did a revision. I sent that out to everybody today. Did everybody see that? I've got a hard copy on the table there.
Yeah.
You guys need time to review that? We can approve it, I guess.
Sorry, where's it?
I gave everybody a copy.
Of the agreement?
The minutes.
Oh, the
last
minutes.
month's minutes. Okay. Yeah, using our printer. Our printer works pretty good. Okay, so do we need time to approve them? I'll give you a few seconds here to look them over.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I'm good as well.
Okay,
Motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
Favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All right, motion is unanimous. Item 2, President's Report. The condominiums have their Wi-Fi up and running. They're going to share their Wi-Fi with us for security purposes. We've got a member who volunteered to fix the damaged shower in the men's restroom in the condominiums. He started on that yesterday. Yeah, let's close it. Thanks to Jimmy's effort, we've got the parking lot is now striped, and the email went out today to notify members that can return their trailers pending their current application, verifying that they're paid up on their parking lot fees. And so we're in the process of verifying all that. And then once that's done, I think Jimmy's going to assign each trailer a number now that they're numbered, and that'll be that person's spot.
So, I have a question.
John, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I just drove by earlier. Parking lot's striped because I couldn't tell from where I drove by. I didn't get out and just got in.
Yes.
So, just to verify that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
That's what I heard. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question related to that.
Well, let's go ahead and get the question now.
Sure, it was just about the trees and
Let me see if that's in the list here. Yeah, that's item K under 4 for the agenda.
So,
Yeah. Other accomplishments, we've got a security gate installed. It's 95% done. Just waiting on a couple of parts.
So speaking of security, are we gonna have people send us copies of release agreements for renters and document everybody who's supposed to be there? And what else?
so I would, I guess that's a motion that we form a group, a working group, maybe yourself, Nelson, and me, and we put together a 8 key policy. I think it could be pretty simple, maybe a page long. And then once we get that completed, we'll send it out an email for the board to approve.
Okay. Oh, good.
Does everybody agree with that?
I agree with that.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think that we can do it just by saying, do this, we're gonna do that, and we got that. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll work on that. And we'll send something out to you guys. I assume that we'll try to coordinate that with delivery of the completed game probably in about a week or so.
Okay.
Well, one thing that I found out today is that the cops may need access to that gate.
Sure. We'll be giving them a card as well. We'll have about 40 cards to spare.
Or I would propose that that Nasser and I again investigate this. Again, when I had facilities that I was operating, we had at the facility, you've probably seen a big red box that say fire department on them. And the local fire department is very aware of those. They're given a key to them, and they expect that when they come out and they open that box, everything they need to access everything within that facility is in that box. So I think that we should have that with a key card for the fire department, because there may come a time when the fire department needs to get through that gate.
Well, that's one thing I had a discussion with today.
Yeah.
And we need to have some access.
Yeah.
With that in regard, the city just put out last year, we got to have a special code in away with the red boxes.
Okay.
And if you go into if you go into the marina, if you go into the gate, the automatic gate or whatever, where you got to punch in the numbers or whatever, there's a box right there. It's for that purpose. But
So we're going to get
the
it.
marina point put in there. They sent us a letter as well. You know, I thought that maybe just the marina gate would be needed, but I think we may need to put the same apparatus or some similar apparatus or something on our gate for that purpose.
So either if NASA wants to do it, or whoever wants to volunteer to be on a kind of a group, maybe 2 of us that calls up the fire department, finds out what their policy is, and calls up the police department, finds out what their policy is. And I know that when I was on the HOA board 8 years ago for a different neighborhood that I lived in, we gave them a code, so they had a code to get in.
I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt, just so you know, the security gentleman, Mike, he already gave me information on what we need to do to take care of that, so I'll give that information.
All right, perfect.
Let's see here. Okay. One good thing is dock 16 and 17. That would be 17-1 was in really bad shape, and we finally got that finger pier repaired. I'm looking at the agenda there, I wrote down the wrong one, but so we did get that repaired. However, had little issues with the contractor. I know he missed a couple of things on that, but the good news, at least we got it 99% done. We also had volunteers, non-members that kind of pitched in and took a look at dock 20 and 21. Some beams there were replaced, so that's been shored up. That's pretty much it for this month. So we got some major work done, at least in the parking lot going. Okay, so that's all I've got. Item 3, treasurer's report. Checking account is sitting at $11,784.73. Now, with that, I've got some good news, which is Pegasus is writing a check to us for $36,000.
Great.
So we're getting,
That's roughly 47 plus 62, so 110,000 or something total. Available.
36 plus 11 plus our savings account, Frost, has gone up slightly. Of course, we're getting interest on it. It's now sitting at $63,046.14. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, moving on to item 4, unfinished business. Nomination of new volunteer officers. We're always open to volunteers to join the board. Bob joined last month, and so now we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members currently. Item 4B, inspections and tenant violations, new members and tenants. I've done 2 inspections recently. I don't really need to give names, but basically we did two inspections using the old inspection form, and both members passed.
Great.
Do we have any thing to discuss with tenant violations, new members, or tenants in general? Item B. If not,
Yes. I'd like to just say in June that I've been working with Stacy approximately 2 of them have gone out for the highest offenders assessments. Those gone out certified mail. And as soon as the timeline expires for those, anticipate foreclosure liens on those. So that, and hopefully, you know, of the top dozen, and I think probably as soon as 5 or 6 of them are notified, they'll probably just pay up. But I still think that there's probably going to be a half a dozen people that get foreclosures filed.
But we'll be submitting that to the attorneys and sending out 200.
Now, first you send out the 209.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, we're going to start sending out 209 letters about some of the rules being broken at the marina, as far as there being items on the docks and finger piers obstructing access and safety violations. And also, we're going to start sending out notifications with 209 as far as people living on the non-livable side. And we're going to submit it to the attorney for further legal action. Also, we're going to continue to work with our towing company to get vehicles that are unoperable, illegally parked, and have no authorization to be in the parking lot, and that goes for the boats as well. And also, we're going to be sending out 209 letters for people who are behind on their electric service. Yeah, and for disconnection.
Yeah. I think that we gave everybody fair warning a month and a half ago that these things were going to start happening. And here it is into the month that we said that we would start. So it's time for us to start. And then there's the 200 minutes for the foreclosures have already happened, but the fines and violations, those will start happening very quickly.
To look and see if the electric or questions. I think it said something in the details that I really don't know that. In the electric students how we're operating like we're operating with the assessments be a part of the, I mean, with the electric be part of the assessments. You're not paying electric, you're not paying the assessment.
Yeah, I think that is the general conclusion for.
Yeah, I know it varies from case to case, but I don't think I saw that the leases gotta be written in the lease itself, just a candidate.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
We'll definitely look into it.
Okay, item 4C, review the condo agreement. So Bob has volunteered to review that agreement. He's received a copy. I don't know if Bob, you've got anything to add about the 20-year agreement, if you got a chance to look at that.
I've looked at it, and what my plan is, I need to get a better understanding of, what elements there are on both sides to negotiate. So the plan is to meet with some other members of the board, probably sometime in May, so that I can get a better understanding of what there is to negotiate. And then, at the appropriate time, we'll engage in negotiations with the condo folks.
Yeah, as the condos kind of expressed.
Say that again?
He was asking if there's a lead for the condo board for that project on their end to discuss it, but there's been no discussion up to now. So I guess, in May, we can, start looking that over, then we can ask them some questions possibly and engage them.
Right, that would be the plan.
Yeah, but when you come down, why don't we just walk the marina together?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Okay, let's see, item D, gates. So there's automatic gate devices to close the gates that are better than what's currently there. The contractor's looking into it, and when they get back with me, we'll know what brand and what type they're using. They want to get something weatherproof and a lot more sturdy, so that's in progress.
So they're going to be added to the cost that we already had for the gate?
There's going to be an added cost for that, yeah. You forgot to add it to the quote, apparently, so.
Okay. So they're like an upper end of that, so we can just vote on it now and open it in and approve it so that we can just
He hasn't responded to my email yet, but once I get that information, I'll let y'all know. And then let's see, where are we here? So I'm still waiting on Donato to give me an agreement for the Wi-Fi. So I just need to follow up with him. They're still having issues, I guess, with vandalism going on. I found out today. Yeah.
Have we just agreed to pay them, or have we actually paid them?
We've agreed to pay them. We just need it in writing, but it is available for us to use. So he's just finishing up. So that's item E. Item F, fire line repair status on the valves. I know Jimmy attempted to see how difficult it was to remove those valves. I think he ran into some issues. So I don't know if you got anything more to add, Jimmy. We may have to buy either new ones or.
You might want to take them 36-inch pipe wrenches back, or they ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Tonight I'm gonna get the receipts.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just hire a plumber then?
This would be good. Unless it's not plumbing.
There's only so much we're going to ask of Jimmy. Sure, the plumbers can have a couple of young guys that can get out there and they probably got 48-inch wrenches.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna take it. I could believe it. And about to put it on and push it down, taking it off.
Yeah.
I told him to use you.
Use me?
Yeah. You can crack that thing. I know you can crack it. Yeah.
You work out every day.
You work out it every day. You should be able to help him.
You got it with one arm.
All right, so we all agree we're going to get a quote, I guess, for the plumber.
Put the pipe in the back in the gun.
Okay.
Yeah. I can remember. About through my brack out on there.
Yeah.
Nope, it didn't budge.
Okay,
Like that. Nice try.
let's see here. Item G, dock repair status. I already gave that, so we've got a couple fixed. I know we've got a member that needs some work on theirs. Jimmy proposed for dock 11 that we go ahead and have major contractors go through and rebuild that. So we may want to get some bids. And Nazar, I think you might have somebody you were
Yeah.
telling me.
Yes. Somebody who's familiar with marina work,
Okay.
and they'll give us a free quote. They look at it, and we just set up a time and date, and
Yeah, let's get a quote and get that going. Anything that we can eliminate is a liability with these. That's our main job, is to maintain and repair the docks. If we can get that going, it'd be great.
okay.
Let's see what it's here. Okay, yeah. So getting back to your question, John, Naz and I looked today at the trailer lights and conduit concerning the digging up of the roots, and I'm gonna let Nazar kind of expand on what we were thinking.
Okay, so I actually went up to the lights on an aerial lift, and when I was up there, the wires are at the very top. They were so crunched together, where just to get one wire out, you had to like grab some pliers and almost wrestle it out of there. So it led me to believe that whatever's going on has to do with the wire that is, because like I said, it wasn't on knees, it was literally like this packed up. And I'm thinking some of the wires are broken up there. That's causing some of the malfunctions. So I have an electrician that'll give us a free quote, and to verify, that it is whether it's up there or whether it's underground, because we haven't really had somebody go on an aerial lift and look up there. But yeah, so I propose get one more person out there with a different set of eyes and with this new information, that maybe they'll start from the top down versus down up.
Hey, I'm all for it. I mean, if we don't have to dig it up, that's what you're saying. We don't have to dig it up. Yeah.
So I think on troubleshooting these lights, one thing that was brought up, I guess there was a question, and the question was, the lights at the very end apparently are working. So did the electrician tell us that there's a separate circuit for the first two lights, or do we know if they're on the same one? So I was kind of proposing, why don't they take a look halfway down and do a continuity test? And if that passes, then that tells you, like you were saying, as the issue may be from the bottom up.
Did they run one of those things where they hook up a signal at one end, and then they go along the ground with
That one thing.
one thing? And
It's
they
called a
listen-
tracer, I think.
Yeah, they listen for the signal, and then at a certain point of a stop, and they know that's a break. Did they do that? I've seen them do that before. And if they didn't do that, I mean, if I have a high degree of confidence, consider, and if the wires are bunched up like that at the top, 30 years up there at the top, exposed to the salt air,
We got power here.
Yeah.
We do not have power here.
Yeah, but where is there? Where's the second one? Is that at the top, at the head, or is that at the base of the pole?
We got power over here on this.
Mhm.
We do not have power on this.
Okay, but that's,
Yes, there's a tree in the middle here.
yeah, but
Wonder why we don't have power from here to here.
Jimmy, I'm asking about,
If the problem was up there, we'd have power down here.
but Jimmy,
We don't have power down here.
But we've got two lights working on the other
Let's
end.
get somebody to come look at it.
Thought we did.
No,
No,
let's get somebody else to come look at it.
Okay.
Get somebody to look at it. Yeah, we wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't look at it. I laid my own eyes. We did it. We looked at it. We got power here. We don't have power here.
Jimmy,
There's something in that line.
where is there and where is there?
This is the signpost out there where we got sign.
Breaker.
Lights at the sign.
Where is there?
This is the light pole.
At the bottom of the light pole?
Yeah, base of the light.
The base of the light pole?
Base of the light pole.
There's a good chance it's in that block.
But the thing is, the power station's here. there's no power here. There's no power here, but there's power here.
And where's the tree?
And the tree's over here.
Okay, so if this was John's property, John being cheap would say, screw that line, I'm gonna run power from here to there, from here to there. Because I got power here, and then I don't have to worry about all the roots and the tree and everything else. Just stick a couple lines underneath the ground.
We've got 2 more trees in here we got to cut down. We got 2 more trees in there we need to cut down.
Okay, well,
Hence the reason why you don't have a line on from that line to one.
yeah.
This is a completely different story.
Where's the power to this one?
This one here, all those light poles in front of the, in the grassy area out there, all that's on that side.
That's where it comes from?
That was my question.
That's kind of how, so that pole, we wouldn't have a lot of those two come from the same, where the sign is out front, Marine Point sign in, we got power to the sign. But we're gonna need power to that.
Got it. Okay. Good information. I'll relay that.
Good information.
Okay. Good to know.
What you should on?
I'm looking for my agenda note. Oh, pull up the item list. Okay, so now we are on 4I. Today we walk the parking lot that is adjacent to the trailer parking lot, and we have at least 5 potholes that are pretty significant. So I thought we got a quote for that. Nazar, you got a guy that can he get
Yeah,
a quote?
they'll come out here, give us a quote, and they'll also give us different options. If we want a temporary fix, a permanent fix, as far as, what's in our budget. So they'll just present it to us. And that's just something that we can decide on, on our end. And, another free quote from the King of Free Quotes.
Okay.
We've got 3 quotes in now.
Okay.
Beckett's got in 1, I've got in 2. I lost another one, and one back. Depends on how much money I'm spending.
Yeah, and
There's a lot of damage up in that parking lot, and we need to get with condos and see if they will split some of that bill, because
I thought they said they were gonna split, but,
Well, that was
$2,000,
that was
that's every car they've got drives through our parking lot.
Well, so was their move vans and
Yeah,
mail trucks and everything else.
technically, we can put a barrier at the end of our parking lot. They'd all have to go around through the other parking lot, through the other parking lot.
okay. So I talked to Donato about that, and that is one of the reasons we agreed. We're only going to pay for the internet for 1 year because I brought that point. So going forward, Bob, we can have discussions to go further on, but he's aware. I let him know. The vehicles, just like you guys said, are causing a lot of that damage.
That's a negotiating point, Bob, that you probably ought to take note of, is that, they ought to be, they probably use our parking lot to transverse with their vehicles more than we do, and yet we're paying the maintenance for it,
Got it. We can go over that when you come out to visit.
Involved
Yeah.
with that.
I am familiar with that parking lot.
Speaking of that parking lot, real quick, we had a townhome member. She was asking again on the status of the vehicles out there that need to be towed. Spoke with the tow truck company, and he gave me some references on violations, things of this nature. And by the way, he handed me 4 signs we can mount today. They're in my trunk right now. Yeah,
Yeah, because I talked to you last week, and he said he was waiting for the signs to come in, and he said that the law states they have to be visible from the entrance and the exit. He said that our signs were technically in compliance with the ones that are out there. Are technically in compliance, but he said belts and suspenders. If you want to put up some more, it never hurts.
Yeah. No, we went over all that when we came here the first time.
Yeah. So now we got more. We can stick them everywhere we want.
Oh, with that being said, there was a sign,
Mm-hmm.
I did not bring it, posted on the gate itself that says you got to have a lease agreement to get in. And if you don't, you can get towed without one. And we went to the sign shop today, And I got them put in the sign shop. They're metal sign about this big. I made up a temporary one and put it on the gate for people that's bringing in. But I've got permanent signs.
So we have a lot, yeah, we probably have, I would say we've got probably a half dozen questionable cars out there that haven't moved in months and aren't registered and look like they're broken down, et cetera, that we should purchase those big kind of reddish orange.
I'm already on.
You're
I'm
already
already
on.
on.
And then, so we don't just tow indiscriminately unless there's a specific reason for it. You know, somebody parks their car randomly with blocking access or something. But we should, that way we put those things on there. We put the marina phone number on there. Give them 24 hours or something to move it. And, if they don't move it, then we just authorize Daniel. So you already got that stickers coming?
Well, I got good news for you guys because a lot of these items that are on this list, we already discussed them. So going on to new business, there's some of these that may be executive session items. We just go through all the items and you guys can decide, but we just got done discussing the towing of cars. Item B is discussing fines. Item C is electrical disconnection. D, legal fee reimbursement. E, foreclosures. F, gate access, which we discussed. Item G is something I think we could discuss. It's dogs on leash.
Yes.
I thought you posted the sign.
Yeah, they tore it down.
Are you serious? Y'all tore it down?
No. No. I know who tore it down. The guy with the little chihuahua.
So we did have a recent incident with the dog getting off on a leash. Nazir and I were discussing some items, and then a particular member's dog got loose.
Yes.
Again, defender. We recorded it. They have given him a second warning.
Oh, we just got this before I came over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the animal control message.
Okay, so now this second visit, that particular officer was a new animal control officer, gave him a warning again. So today would be the third incident then. So there you go. We're pretty aggressive about these dogs. There are several people down there with dogs that have aggressive breeds. They need to keep them on leashes.
And also they need to submit, everybody has to register their dog that they're going to have and also provide up-to-date shop records.
I mean, guys, it's just a common courtesy when you're living in a very close community. But you keep dog on a leash, you know. I don't know what's wrong with these people.
Well, it's the law. Besides that,
And it's the law. Yeah, it's a courtesy and it's the law. We already had one incident where somebody's gotten bit. Two? Yeah. And they defecate out there on the dock. It's pretty disgusting. So it's not like we're being unreasonable asking for this.
okay, item J were discussed. Item K is non-livable board issues. I think we've got some issues going on the non-livable board side. So
Yeah.
the other items I think are executive session items. So I'm going to move into executive session and conclude. Make a motion first to conclude this general meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay, that concludes the regular meeting that we're now going into executive session. Thank you for all of those that attended. Really appreciate you listening in on the meeting. If you have any questions, etc., you're always feel free to reach out to the board. It does not have to be during the monthly meeting, but you can always contact us through email or other means. So feel free to welcome that. So have a good night, and that concludes this meeting.
Take care, everybody.
The time is 7:41.
Nobody.
Let's